Okay then, the reason we've split up this presentation is to allow people to answer any surveys that might be in their email inbox. So we've gone on to presentation number 6, and we are now going to tabulate the results. So your survey would contain multiple choice or yes/no answers. It's therefore a quantitative survey. So it's now your job to tabulate the results of the cafe surveys. So you'll sign into your Zoomerang account and you'll see how many responses you have. It'll come up just like this. Then your next task is to analyse the results by clicking the graph button. So you click this graph button here. And looking at my results, my little survey only has one response. So you should have multiple responses, so your graph will look a little bit different to this. If you have a paid survey account, you can actually export the data into a spreadsheet for easy analysis by clicking the export button. But as we're only using the free account, we need to complete the analysis ourselves. So first of all, we'll just click Customize. And the Customize button allows you to choose your graph format. So at the moment, you're in a column graph, but you can choose a bar chart, a pie chart, a line chart. Probably the default column graph is the most easiest to analyze. So if you scroll down the screen, you'll see more information about the responses. My questions were very happy, somewhat happy, neutral, somewhat unhappy, very unhappy. And as I only had one response, I can see that 100% of my respondents are very happy with my coffee. Now, of course, you'll probably have about 20 responses, so you're going to have a varied range between your answer choices. Okay, your next task is to tabulate the results of your survey. A reminder of that is in slides 9 and 10, which are from presentation 4. You must give the report a main heading, such as Results of Cafe Survey, and a subheading by your name, and even perhaps the date, if you'd like to put that on there as well. So remember presentation 4, where there was a taste test about the spring water, and there was a pilot study and 200 respondents were interviewed, and the results were tabulated by age and gender. So we found out who actually took the test, the taste test, and then the results were further tabulated to distinguish the age groups and the females and males who did like the drink and those that didn't like the drink. So we got like a tally. So once you've completed the tabulation of the cafe surveys, you'll formulate the results. Now, keeping in mind that your questions would be completely different. You might have the age and the gender questions, but you wouldn't have any of the others. So your questions might be, is there enough light in the cafe? Yes or no? Do we serve enough cream cakes? Yes or no? But just as a reminder of how they formulated the results, let's have a look at a slide from presentation 4 again. Remember, this was about spring water, so they're sort of saying out of a total of 200 respondents, 64 were male and 136 were female. That's an easy formulation. 105 females responded positively to the drink, so they liked it, and there were 27 males that responded positively as well. And then it continues on, talking about male and female groups and those who didn't like the taste of the cranberry, and other age groups that liked the drink. So your formulation will obviously be a little bit different to this, but you'll be able to use your table, your tabulated results, in order to make some sort of a formulation. And then you're going to finalise with recommendations. You must now decide what to do with your results. Do you feel you had a large enough sample? Did you target the correct audience? Did you ask the right questions? So you're going to make some recommendations. So at the end of your tabulation and formulation, you need to make recommendations. Examples of recommendations might be, the results of the cafe survey highlighted that the cafe needs to bake, sell and serve gluten-free bread rolls. That might have been one of your questions. Or perhaps the cafe needs more seating. Many respondents suggested the cafe should have music. My recommendations are As a large percentage of the respondents suggested more seating, my recommendations are to extend the outdoor area with more tables and chairs, and sun umbrellas, and play piped music. Further analysis will be undertaken on the bread roll issue, as only 20 respondents suggested gluten-free. Of course, now this is just an example, and your questions, as I've said before, are going to be completely different. Okay, before sending the document to me, you're going to check it. You're going to proofread your final document for formatting and spelling errors. You're going to save the file as Cafe Survey Your Name, add page numbering and a file name filled in the footer. And remember, at Certificate 4 level, you're required to submit reports and studies of a professional quality. So keep the fonts equal, the headings equal, the spacing equal. You're going to email it to me, and if you're having any trouble, I'd suggest you watch this presentation again, and also perhaps go back and watch presentation 4. That might assist you.